Rain poured down, plastering the jungle in a hazy curtain of gray. Nearby, a small beaver named Bertie was working frantically. The constant rain had flooded his burrow, and he was trying to dig a new one into ground. He scraped at the wet earth, but the ground was muddy and heavy. Exhausted, he noticed the tiger. Mustering his courage, Bertie approached the great beast. "Excuse me, Mr. Tiger, I'm in a bit of trouble. My home is flooded, and I can't dig a new one in this mud." The tiger asked, "What do you want me to do about it?" "Well," Bertie said, "I was wondering if you could help me. You're so strong. You could probably dig this in a minute." The tiger agreed to help, and with a few powerful swipes of his paws, he tore through the soft earth, creating a perfect, dry cave in minutes. Bertie's eyes widened and said, "Thank you. Thank you so much." The tiger simply nodded. Bertie promised, "If you ever need my help, just let me know." A few days later, the sun was back out, and Bertie was happily tidying up his new home when a cackling sound echoed through the woods. A pack of hyenas had cornered him. Bertie was trapped. He scrambled up a tree, just out of their reach, but the hyenas began to circle the tree, snapping and laughing. Bertie yelled for help. His cry carried through the forest, a sound of pure terror. The tiger, who was dozing in a sunbeam nearby, heard the desperate sound. He recognized the high-pitched squeal and raced toward it. The hyenas didn't see him coming. With a thunderous roar that shook the trees, the tiger lunged. He was angry, and he was a force of nature, and the hyenas scattered, whimpering, into the underbrush. Bertie scampered down the tree, shaking with relief. "Thank you once again. You came to help me." One day the tiger needed to cross a wide river for food that passed through the jungle, but it was filled with crocodiles. He sat at the bank, frustrated. He was a powerful swimmer, but even he knew not to take on so many snapping crocodile jaws at once. Suddenly, Bertie appeared from the bushes and understood the tiger's situation. Bertie said to himself, "I have to help." He went and returned a few moments later with a handful of other beaver friends. Working together, they began to gnaw at the base of a large, sturdy tree that grew right on the riverbank. With a series of loud cracks and a final, thunderous groan, the tree fell, creating a perfect bridge over the river, its branches resting on the other side. The tiger stared at the makeshift bridge, then at the small beaver who had made it possible. He walked across the trunk, his massive paws carefully placed, and reached the other side. He turned and looked back at Bertie, a new light in his eyes. It was more than just a repayment of a favor. The tiger had found a friend, a tiny creature who was brave and resourceful and had shown him that even the smallest help can change everything. Bertie had a friend too, a giant protector who had kept his promise. From that day on, the tiger and the beaver were inseparable friends, a strange but perfect pair in the wild heart of the jungle. Moral of the story: always be ready to help anyone in trouble. You too will receive help when you are in trouble.